everybody, welcome to the first episode of the WCPO High School Insider Podcast of the 2021-2022 school year. I'm your host, Mike Dyer. We are live here at the Kenwood Towne Centre talking high school football, joined by my colleague, Caleb No. Caleb, thanks for joining me.
Hey, glad to be here, man. And this is kind of like the unofficial start to our, football season and year of high school sports coverage. And of course, we have a lot of appreciation for Chick-fil-A for having us here and for sponsoring all of our high school football and high school sports coverage throughout the entire fall season.
I'm just so excited to be talking high school football again. We're joined by Indian Hill coach Tony Akuri, Sycamore coach Scott Totillo. We're going to talk to them a little bit more here momentarily. But as always, this High School Insider Podcast is presented by our local Chick-fil-A restaurants, where the winning play for August is a Chicken Club sandwich. Go for the extra point with a side of their macaroni and cheese. And before we start, Caleb, I want to thank Garth Truder and the staff here for this opportunity to highlight the Sycamore and Indian Hill football programs. Garth has been so hospitable with everything in this setup, and really appreciate always talking to him in the conversation. So again, thank you, Garth. Genuinely appreciate this opportunity. We will be at the Western Hills location tomorrow afternoon to talk to Elder, Oak Hills, and Western Hills. And we're also going to be at Northern Kentucky.
Going to my backyard after that.
On August 10th. There you go, to talk to Class 2A state champion Beechwood. But here, first and foremost, let's get to the coaches that are here with us today. And Tony, let's start with you a little bit. Just tell me about the anticipation for this season for the Braves. And we were all on pins and needles last year around this time, waiting for the green light to get the high school football season started. But maybe give us a sense of that hunger for getting back on the field and knowing that hopefully it's going to be a full season in front of a packed stadium.
Right. Hey, first of all, guys, thank you for having us out every year that we can do this. You do a great job with it and get exposure for our kids, so I want you to know that we appreciate that. Here's the biggest thing. I think the kids are looking forward to playing in front of people. You can't underestimate that. For me personally, when I think about last season as a coach, I don't know. Obviously, there are little things that were, kind of a pain, or little things that were kind of thrown our way we had to deal with. But as a coach, I don't know that I personally was affected all that deeply by it. You kind of just go about your business and keep your head down and get the job done best you can. But, when you're asking kids to put in all this work and effort and time, and then you're kind of playing in front of, let's say 150 people, it's just not the same. So, I feel great for them that that opportunity is going to arise.
When you look back to last season, what was the weirdest part, or the most different part for you about being out there? What was it like the first time you stepped out there and there were no fans, or very few fans?
It's just odd. There's just almost this sense of, particularly as the season got a little later and games started and it was dark. There was this sort of this odd, eerie sense that of just silence, and I tell you also, one of the odd things, and I look back upon it now and it's sort of funny, is just the sideline spacing. That was such a operational nightmare. When people think, and we only dressed 50 kids, to be able to get 50 kids to stand 6 feet apart, you'd think it would be easy, but it's not. And I think of maybe somebody like Scott, who has more players on the sideline. I'm sure he experienced the same pain.
Scott, talk about that challenge with scheduling. I remember talking to you, or maybe it was your athletic director, Mark Harden, about you had to make that long trip to Ironton, I believe, on that Friday. I forget which week that was, but just talk about maybe the uncertainty each week, and hopefully having that, be rectified, I guess, this year, and having a sense of, hey, we know we're going to hopefully play 10 games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to echo Tony's points, it was just a weird year. It was very distracting. There were always things going on, even throughout the course of the games, as he mentioned, worrying about masks and worrying about if your own mask was on, worrying about your players, worried about how water was going, especially in the beginning of the year when it was all new. And the scheduling aspect was a challenge as well. I mean, our week 7 game, I believe it was, week 6 or week 7 game against Ironton. They were our third opponent scheduled for that week. And, we picked that game up literally on a Thursday afternoon and drove to Ironton on a Friday to play the game. And then 2 weeks later, when we played Hamilton, that game was decided to be played on a Wednesday after both of our seasons were technically over because we were beat in the first round of the playoffs. So, it was just weird, but we wanted our kids to play. I've said forever that, we want to win, we don't want to lose, but I really want to create experiences for the kids. And part of the experience of high school football is actually playing the game. So we were going to play the games no matter what. And that was an odd situation and a challenge. Getting the traveling arrangements all set up in literally less than 24 hours. We didn't think we were playing, so we had a lot of our kids that were injured or at least banged up. They didn't practice the whole week, nor did they play. But again, we wanted the opportunity for the kids to play, and if that meant a 3-hour drive, then so be it.
Yeah, and I think we can all relate to that, right? I mean, it was a weird year when it came to scheduling, even for us, because it's like we like to schedule what games we're going to be at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But last year we weren't able to sometimes until Thursday because it's like, well, what if one of our big games gets canceled? And then we have to switch everything around. So we can kind of relate to that too. Sounds like they got us on the loudspeaker here at the Kenwood Towne Centre now. The Chick-fil-A location, I think what it was Scott Totillo was doing so good with his answer there that they wanted to crank him up there.
Yeah.
So hello to everybody here at the Kenwood Towne Centre. This is the High School Insider Podcast, WCPO High School Insider Podcast, as we start the unofficial start to WCPO's coverage of the high school football season. Scott, one question for you here. It is August 4th right now. Where is your team at right now on August 4th compared to where they were last year on August 4th?
Light years ahead. I mean, it's not even close. Last year practices were obviously different. When we could start was different. We did no 7-on-7s last year. We did 4 this year already, 1 with Indian Hill. We got 2 scrimmages scheduled. Last year we had a last-minute decision to scrimmage Elder. So we're way ahead. We've had additional practices allowed by OHSAA throughout the summer. So that's been helpful as far as getting the season ready because we start a week earlier this year. It's usually this week is our inter-squad scrimmage this weekend, and it's an actual scrimmage against Winton Woods in 2 days. So everything's advanced forward, but we're light years ahead of where we were last year.
We want to highlight each team here, obviously, but maybe just a final question for both of you. The one common theme that I found from last year and talking to so many coaches, student athletes, athletic directors, was simply gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to play. And I wonder, I know this is maybe a cliche question for people that are, living in greater Cincinnati, but, what makes high school football so special in our area each and every year? Tony, I'll start with you.
Here's the thing. It's one of the, and I tell the players this, and it's one of the, I believe, this last vestiges of things where you're going to completely get what you earn. And I think there's a lot of things in our world now that don't work that way anymore. And this is why it's so relevant, and it'll continue to be relevant. It's why it means so much to, communities. It's beyond just. It's easy to get wrapped up in the wins and losses, and I'm as guilty as anybody when it comes to that. But I know this: kids that stay with us for 4 years are better young men for having done it. And when you have a situation like last year where maybe that's taken away from you, or portions of it are taken away from you, as an educator and as a coach, it's worrisome. And again, that's why the game needs to endure. That's why it's so important, and we all need to be able to, as Scott said, we got to keep fighting to give them opportunities to play and be involved.
Why is Friday night so unique here in Greater Cincinnati? Scott, you've been doing this for a very long time.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
What makes high school football so unique on a Friday night? I mean, you've been coaching a very long time. I'd just kind of like to hear it in your own words.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think our area is unique. It's it's exciting to play high school football. It's just different than other sports, and it's different in this area. Events like today are a small example of that. Being able to get out, talk about your school, represent your school. Football is one of the few sports left that's the only way to play the sport, is to represent your school. Basketball, baseball, lacrosse, some of the other sports, these kids play 50, 60 plus games a year. In high school football, you play 10. And you practice and lift and work like crazy for those 10. And so it's very important when those kids set foot on the field to take it all in and experience it. And that's what was so frustrating about last year, is you didn't get those things. And, they got to play the games, but it wasn't high school football the way it's meant to be in Cincinnati. And I'm so grateful and so excited to have it back.
Coach Datillo, we're going to highlight the Aviators here momentarily, and I want to thank you for your perspective. I want to bring up two of the Indian Hill football players that Coach Akuri brought up. We got senior running back and defensive back Antoine Peak Jr., and also senior offensive lineman, defensive lineman Garrett McClung, kind enough to join us here at the Kenwood Towne Centre Chick-fil-A. As a reminder, this High School Insider podcast is presented by our local Chick-fil-A restaurants, where the winning play for August is the Chicken Club sandwich. Go for the extra point with a side of their macaroni and cheese. And Coach, can you, first of all, maybe tell us a little bit about the Braves this summer and how things are looking? And we're going to talk about these guys specifically here momentarily, but what do you like about the team right now?
First and foremost, I like our athleticism. And that, when you say that, I think people immediately go to, the guys who get their names in the paper and all that kind of stuff. But when I say athleticism, I'm really talking about it across the board. That is kind of going to be the hallmark of this team, whether it's, our actual skill position players or even our linemen. This is going to be a team that revolves around its quickness and its athleticism. Not necessarily its size. I think oftentimes that's a common issue at smaller school football. But I'm really encouraged by that, and I'm encouraged by just their. One of the things that we said last year is our approach when it comes to games that are close and games that are tight is we've got to be more professional. We've got to approach it like a job, and so far, particularly with our upperclassmen, I'm seeing that.
Indian Hill regional finalist a year ago, 7-1 record, 6-0 in the Cincinnati Hills League in 2020, and the Braves opened the season against visiting McNicholas on August 20th. I want to bring Antoine and Garrett here into the conversation, and Antoine, I'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about the offseason for the Braves and maybe what you like most about this team right now. Coach alluded to it a little bit, but how the skill positions looking especially?
We got a lot of younger guys, but they're putting in the work, and they developed a lot.
Garrett, tell me, what is it about the offensive line and maybe defensive line? What do you like most about that right now for your group?
What I like most about it right now is that we have a lot of younger guys on our line. We got one, Chase Lanham, younger brother of Grant Lanham, who played about a year ago. He's a really good player, and I'm playing right next to him. And I like it a lot. I think we're pretty solid. We have a lot of work to do, but we're getting there.
We talked to the coaches a little bit about last season and how challenging that was. All the challenges that came with last season. If you guys were able to go on quite a run in the regular season there, what was it that allowed you guys to be able to overcome the adversity from last year and turn that into something really special?
Can you repeat the question?
What was it that allowed you to overcome the adversity of last season and turn it into what was a really special year for you guys and go on the run that you all did in the regular season?
With all the restrictions and everything, how did you persevere through all that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So during the off season last year, we were struggling, but we were working out on the field, putting in a whole bunch of work, and then we were just very, very excited, just ready to play. And then when that first game came, we were ready.
Same question for you, Garrett. What was that like, just to persevere through all that?
Kind of just adding on to what he said there. Basically just with each other a lot in the weight room, on the field, bonding together, getting to know each other, getting to know the plays, and becoming a better team overall. And just, it's almost like it's like a brotherhood.
Let's talk about the offensive side of the ball, Coach, a little bit. Obviously, one of your players who's not here today, senior quarterback Ty Thornton, threw for close to 1,100 yards and 15 touchdowns a year ago, rushed for 400 yards and 8 touchdowns, and maybe talk about his presence and leadership and maybe some other guys on the offensive side.
Well, high school football is no different than, college football and professional football in the sense that, everything starts with your quarterback. If you don't have somebody there that's mature, that's a solid athlete that can get things done, that has good leadership qualities, you're going to struggle. That's been my experience, certainly as a head coach. And so, those are all things that Ty brings to the table. That athleticism, he's now an experienced quarterback. His leadership skills, his athleticism, all those kinds of things are in place. And, when you have that, that's always going to give you a shot to be successful on the offensive end of the football. Obviously Antoine and Garrett are here. Antoine's going to drive that backfield. Garrett's going to be that senior leadership on frankly, what will be in some slots a young offensive line. But here's the thing I like most about all of them is these are invested guys. And you can't take that for granted. That's all I ask. I was talking to our middle school guys the other day, and I said, the biggest thing that we can ask of you as players is to be consistent and to be invested, and we can work on the rest. And, when you talk about Garrett, when you talk about Ty, when you talk about Antoine, and there are going to be some young nucleus around them, they meet that standard of being consistent and being dedicated, and that's going to pay dividends.
All right, I got a question for both players here real quick, and this might be the most important question of all. If we gave you 10 minutes and we gave you unlimited chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A here, who would be able to eat more in that 10-minute period?
Oh, me for sure.
Nah,
Speak loud.
Yeah.
I think I could eat more.
Well, why though?
I've always been pretty good at eating a lot of food in a short amount of time, so I think I got him on that.
Yeah, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen Garrett win a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
So
really?
I don't know. I got to go with Garrett maybe.
We might have to test this out at some point.
How many in a minute for?
Yeah, how many hot dogs?
It wasn't like that. It was just like 6 cheese conies or whatever, and I just had to eat it as fast as I could. I'd say at least within a minute, maybe that.
It was a sight for sure. I witnessed it.
Was Antoine in this contest too, though?
No, I wasn't.
Coach, defensively, let's just talk about that side of the ball real quick. Linebacker Will Adair returns, 3-year starter for you. I know you have some experience in the secondary, and I know special teams has been a strong suit of the Braves the past couple of years. Maybe you can talk about the defense and special teams for you.
Yeah, defensively, it's going to be all about speed. We're not going to be able to line up and just, let's say, we're going to knock people around. We're going to play with a lot of energy. I don't want to say we're going to be simplistic, but our concept there is, let's not be flashy. Let's just understand our assignments and let's play fast. So that's going to be the hallmark of our defense. And, we've got Antoine will be back, and Will Adair will be back, and we've got a couple, Garrett will be anchoring some of that defensive line. Joseph David, a nose guard for us last year, he'll be back. So, and again, that's all based on quickness and speed and athleticism. Special teams, I think, is got an opportunity to be a really solid bright spot. We have a sophomore, Alex Grace, who really spent a lot of time over the offseason crafting the kicking game, particularly his place kicking. And he's really been a surprise. I'm not ready to say he's going to be another Luke Lundberg yet, but I tell you, he certainly got the tools to do it. So, and that was a pleasant surprise. So we're excited about that.
let me tell you, we can appreciate a good kicking game on this podcast. That's all.
Former kicker, right here.
Yeah, well, here's the deal, right? Nobody complains about kickers until you don't have one. That's my adage.
And nobody thinks about them a whole lot until it's time to come and make a big kick when you're down 2 points at the end of the game.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, you'll never hear me slighting a kicker.
Before we let you guys go, I just want to ask Antoine and Garrett, what does Indian Hill football mean to each one of you? Antoine, do you want to start?
We're all just one big family. You know, we all love each other, always trying to push each other, you know, making each other better. Yeah, that's what I think it's about.
Garrett, what's it meant to you, Indian Hill's football program?
I mean, it's been a big thing for me, especially I transferred to there my sophomore year coming from Moeller, and it changed me a lot as a football player and overall a person, and it helped me out a lot. And I didn't know a lot of things I did before. It helped me get stronger and faster, and it made me realize that like you don't have to be this and that, like you don't have to be bigger than everyone to be good. Like you could be like just really athletic.
Very well said. Antoine Peak Jr., Garrett McClung, and Indian Hill coach Tony Akuri. Really appreciate you guys, your time and perspective. And we're going to bring up Sycamore Aviators here. Coach Datillo. Don't go too far, guys. We're going to have a trivia contest here a little bit later. But we're going to talk to Coach Datillo a little bit more about the Aviators.
While he's stepping up here, we got any Sycamore grads in the crowd today? Anybody Sycamore? Our producer is a Sycamore grad. How about that? How about Indian Hill? Any Indian Hill grads in the house today? No? What high schools we got in here? Deer Park? Madeira? Wyoming? Where'd you all go to high school?
Still waiting on the first week of high school football, right?
That's right.
A little early. All right, Coach. Thanks
How are
again
you?
for bringing your players here. Why doesn't everybody introduce themselves here? Who we have here, Coach? You want to do it, or we can?
They can do it.
Okay.
Let's have them introduce themselves.
Go ahead.
I'm Jacob Toma.
Position?
I'm a safety, number 19.
William Engel, quarterback number 8.
Andrew Cathy, O-line, D-line.
Evan Massey, defensive end, 99.
But you brought the squad with you today, didn't you?
Yeah, there are 4 captains, so wanted to give them all a little taste of it. So
Well, let's just start off by maybe talking about each one of them, Coach. Just before we start talking about your team overall, do you want to just go one by one and talk about maybe start off with William?
yeah, absolutely. I'm real excited for this year. These guys are the leaders of a senior class that is very tight knit. It's a unique class. They're all friends. They're super competitive against each other. Sometimes to a fault because it gets distracting. Sometimes at practice when they're chirping each other, but it's all in good fun, and they're highly competitive, which as a coach is a great characteristic to start with. William leads that. William's our quarterback. He'll be going to play football at the Naval Academy next year. So he obviously has a lot of leadership qualities that they saw on top of his ability to play football. You know, he's had a great career plagued by some injuries, but he's a hard worker. He's 100% going into this year, and he's played tailback the last 2 years, but has played quarterback his whole life, except for those 2 years. So he's back home at quarterback, and we're expecting big things from him. Jacob Toime is a 3-year starter as well, captain in the secondary. Super aggressive player, loves to mix it up, which is great to have in the back end of your defense when you got somebody that's a sure tackler. He's certainly improved his ball skills throughout the years, and we're expecting him to lead our defense, certainly on the back end. Andrew Cathy will be a returning offensive lineman. He's matured as much as anybody on our team, which is why he's a captain this year. Had a great offseason. Played center last year. Not sure if he'll be there this year again, but his added strength and added size will help us not only on the O-line, but potentially give us depth on the defensive line. And then Evan Massey, number 99, plays defensive end. He's actually a 4-year guy for us. Played some as a freshman, and then a 3-year legitimate starter. And the ceiling is super high for this guy. He's got a chance to really disrupt an offensive line with again his added size and strength. He's got a couple Division I offers, and we'll see where the future takes him. But this year we're expecting big things.
Coach, this is your 16th season at Sycamore, and you told me a couple weeks ago, you said that top to bottom, this is the most committed team you've had since you've been with the Aviators. Tell me the significance about that.
Well, it's huge because I think teams that are committed are obviously invested in Friday nights. As I mentioned before, you only get 10 of them, and we're going to have 80 plus practices and over 100 weight room sessions. And when your team buys into those things, then Friday night is more than just a game. It's different. It means something. The result matters. And when you got a group like this, and the senior class has been great throughout, but not every class is that way, and not every player is that way. But this core nucleus has been great. And I do believe some of it had to do with COVID, where they missed out on these things last year. So it is now, equally as important to actually do it. But if you looked at weight room attendance, it's not even close as a team compared to my others.
William, I'm kind of curious, last year, obviously, win-loss record wasn't what you guys expected or what you wanted, but tell me about this motivation this offseason, especially among the captains, among the seniors. What's been kind of the theme as you guys head into the season?
So the theme of the team is called Win, which is just do everything now that's important. Just the little things that I think we struggled with last year. We didn't just play good football. We missed tackles. We didn't block. We had turnovers. But I think this year as a team, and especially as the seniors, we all are motivated to bounce back from last year, because our rankings right now, I think we're like 9th in the conference, which is awful. So I think that's been the biggest motivation this offseason, is just to prove everyone wrong and just show what our team can do.
Jacob, how hungry is this group?
We're really hungry. There's definitely a chip on our shoulder. And with all these guys, about 80% of us have been playing since Pee Wee. And our class, we want it. We want it bad. I'm not trying to be biased, but I think our class is one of the most hardworking classes that we've had go through Sycamore. Whether it's in the weight room, in the classroom, or just during work or anything like that, we all hold each other accountable, whatever we need to do to keep each other close, whether it's on and off the field.
Of course, we talked about it some over the last, and this is for one of you guys in the back row here. We talked about it a lot over the last few minutes about last year, all the challenges, the adversity, and whatnot. But looking ahead to this year, the hope that there's a full stadium, that the atmosphere is back to what it should normally be. What is a Friday night like at Sycamore? What do you most look forward to on a Friday night at Sycamore?
So the thing I look forward to the most is probably all the juice coming back, especially from the whole audience. You get really juiced up, ready to go. And for me personally, I feel like it's easier to play once you got that whole audience watching. It's a little bit extra pressure, but that extra pressure helps a lot with playing, in my opinion.
Yeah, for a team that had a good start to the season last year and then struggled down the stretch after that, what is it about this team, this class? You all mentioned a lot about your all's class here that could turn the corner for Sycamore here as a program.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
What is it about your all's class that could help you all turn the corner as a program, as a team?
In the weight room, we're competitive. We try to lift the most weight. We try to push each other to the max. Every play, every little thing, it's a competition with us. And I think that's what makes us strive for greatness and want to be better.
Caleb, you mentioned the stadium, and I don't know if everybody knows about the stadium situation at Sycamore, but Coach, can you kind of give us an update? Obviously, you're going to be on the road the first 2 weeks, but tell us how you're actually going to be playing on the Sycamore High School campus this year.
Yeah, it'll be my first true, well, really not even mine, everybody's first true home game ever, where we actually play on site, on campus. And it's exciting. Obviously, we would much rather be in our plush new stadium that's coming, but we're in a weird time, and that got thrown off track a little bit. So we're going to play at the. We're fortunate enough we have a soccer stadium, and we're going to transform that into our football field for this season, for the 2021 season. Currently, we're getting new lighting. They're expanding the seating. There's going to be temporary seats that go in that are going to enclose the field with both end zones, one for the visitors and one for our band and students on each end. So it's going to have a very unique feel to it, which is a great plan B for having a brand new stadium. The alternative was quote unquote home games that are played on the road. Right. And so, unfortunately it isn't ready, so our Loveland game is going to be played on the road, but the remaining 4, and hopefully more than that, will be played at home. But I think it's going to be a really neat vibe and a really neat feel, and again, just being able to actually play on our campus will be fun.
How important is that to have actual true home games? Because, you mentioned you could play all the games on the road, even the, home games, if you will, but how important is it to play them on campus like that?
Yeah, it's important to everybody. I mean, it's important to have a home identity, for one, and, and two, it's something that we can call our own. And our players have never not bussed to a game, ever. Our scrimmages are at the junior high, we bus to it. Our home games, we bus to our home games. I mean, we're not going to have to bus to a game. And that'll be nice. It'll allow us to do some different things on a Friday afternoon prior to the game as coaches, because we won't have to worry about the rush and making sure we have everything to travel, even though we're just traveling to our home stadium. It'll all be right there and ready to go.
And for those who aren't aware, Sycamore previously played at Bud Akis Alumni Field on the campus of Sycamore Junior High School, so that's what we're referring to there. Coach, maybe a few other thoughts on offense, defense, some other players to watch this year as you get prepared for the season.
Yeah, besides these guys, it's always a collective effort. I really don't like too much talking about individuals, but we return a lot of guys, and I think that's going to be the key. We return 4 starters on our offensive line. All are seniors, all are multiple year starters. That's a great place to start. If you need one group to be good, you need it to be your O-line. And we have that, returning for us. We return linebacker. We're replacing one of them with a very good inside aggressive linebacker, Nathan Malone. We've added a defensive end that's wreaked havoc on us already this early in the season, and Adam Marshall. He's got a huge upside, and I think our running back and receiving core, again, most of them are back from last year, and we need Cannon Ray to have a big year at wide receiver. Our tailback position is probably going to be, by committee, because we can situationally play a big kid there, a quick kid there, and our quarterback's going to carry the ball quite a bit anyway. So because of that, we can diversify what we're doing, but all in all, we can point out all the individuals we want, but collectively, we just have to play consistent football, and if we can stay out of our own way, we could be very tough to beat.
Coach, I'm going to ask the same question that I asked the Indian Hill guys, but I'm going to ask it to you.
Okay.
About these 4 guys. If we put, 10 pieces of chicken in front of each of these guys, which one would eat it the fastest? Which one could eat it the fastest?
The fastest? Well, Will's probably Will and Jacob are probably the fastest. My money's on the big guys eating the fastest. So I would go, if I had to pick one of the 2, I'd probably go with Massey. I'm pretty sure he would eat the most, but because he eats quite often, from what I can gather. But if it was a race, I'd put it on 99.
Is he right?
There's a consensus there. Wait, now you have an opportunity to win some chicken here. We're going to do the first of our High School Insider Podcast trivia question. Caleb, I'm going to let you ask the Sycamore players, and this is just for you guys. You can't use your phone, can't use a lifeline by asking coach or anything like that. This is just a simple multiple choice question and answer, something related to Indian Hill, and we're going to do vice versa. We're going to bring the Indian Hill guys up here and ask them a Sycamore related question. So you guys ready?
All right, here we go. So the trivia question is, John Thornton, Ty's father. John Thornton, Ty's father,
Senior quarterback Ty Thornton, just to be clear, for Indian Hill.
Played 10 years in the NFL as a defensive tackle. He played for 2 teams during his NFL career, including 6 years with the Bengals. What other team did he play for? It's a multiple choice question. So he played for the Bengals, and who else? Is it A, the Dallas Cowboys? Is it B, the Tennessee Titans? Or is it C, the Cleveland Browns?
I'm thinking the Cowboys.
Is that your all's final answer? Just to be clear, he played for the Bengals from 2003 to 2008. He played for another team first, from 1999 to 2003.
They said Cleveland Browns.
Okay, so we're saying either Cowboys or the Browns, one or the other. Definitely not the Titans, right?
The Browns.
The Browns, final answer? We sure it's not the Titans? It's the Tennessee Titans, I'm sorry.
All good. You guys still win chicken. There you go. Give you a couple gift cards.
Oh, we still get chicken.
There you go, guys. Enjoy. Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out,
Coach,
man.
thanks for joining us too.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having us.
Good luck to Sycamore High School this fall as we get set for this 2021 high school football season. Hopefully we do have some fans able to get out there and see the games. And again, good luck to you guys moving forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Antoine and Garrett, we're going to put you on the spot now too.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
I didn't know
You
how
want to be the question guy again?
I can, yeah.
You did such a great job.
Oh,
the
I
first time.
appreciate that. Yeah. It's my skill in life, I guess. I'll take that. This is fun. I need to know how I can win some chicken. I'll answer a trivia question. You got trivia
You know
questions
what?
for the
You know,
host?
We'll see. Got to give a few to the coaches. Go ahead.
All right, we got a trivia question for the Indian Hill players here. Y'all ready? This former Sycamore High School offensive lineman is starting his 3rd season with a team in the NFC West and the NFL. Who is he? Is it A, Josh Jones, B, Justin Murray, or C, Andrew Whitworth? I can ask the question again. This former Sycamore High School offensive lineman starting his 3rd season with a team in the NFC West. Who is it? Josh Jones, Justin Murray, or Andrew Whitworth?
I'll give you a clue. He played at UC.
Anybody out here know the answer to that? Don't give it away, though. Don't give it away. I don't want any yelling. Anybody know the answer? Any Sycamore grads in the audience? Sycamore High School.
Garrett looks confident.
I'm trying
here.
to give you guys time to think about it here.
What were the first 2 again?
So the potential answers are Josh Jones, Justin Murray, or Andrew Whitworth.
And the clue is this player played at UC. Sycamore grad, but played at UC.
All right, C's out.
What'd you say?
Not C.
Not C. Okay. You sure about that?
Sure.
Okay.
He just gave you the look. He's confident.
I like the discussion we got going on over here. Yeah, I mean, this is like a team activity we got going on here. I like this.
Antoine's dad played in the NFL too, by the way. So test his NFL knowledge.
Justin Murray.
Justin Murray?
Yeah.
So B, Justin Murray is your final answer. What makes you think it's Justin Murray?
He plays for the Cardinals, right?
I can't give away the answer. That if he does play for the Cardinals, that would be an NFC West team.
I know he works. I know he like works out at Black Sheep with like Patrick Coyne. So and yeah.
Take away the suspense, Caleb.
And
You got it
I know
right.
he trains. A
The
lot of
answer
youth.
is Justin Murray.
Good job, guys.
I love what went into that. That was fantastic. That was good. That was good.
All right, well, thanks again to Indian Hill and Sycamore. Again, we want to thank Chick-fil-A operator Garth Trout here at the Kenwood Towne Centre. Again, Garth Truder doing a great job hosting us. Very hospitable. We really appreciate the opportunity to highlight both these teams, and we look forward to joining everybody at the Western Hills Chick-fil-A on Glenway Avenue tomorrow afternoon. And that's all we have for you today here at the Kenwood Towne Centre. Once again, thank you to Indian Hill, Sycamore, and Caleb. Final thought?
Yeah, good luck to both of these teams and every team in the area. I'm looking forward. We got a couple more of these podcasts moving forward, like you mentioned. But good luck to Sycamore and Indian Hill moving forward this season. Looking forward to a fun high school football season.
Thanks again, everyone.